Okay, now let's try to actually, we've noted that this is what we want, right? So let's try to note that down in our main data model. So here we have ID set to number, which is fine in our case. Then we can go on to put the code. So the code is going to be a string, and we can put like a format. So in our case, we want the format to be password, but then that is not here. So if I want to make sure that that reflects, it might not reflect there, but I can actually make sure that I have it there. So to make sure I have it there, I'm just going to go to the validators.ts file and put password, because I think password is here. It's not exactly a password per se. Let's see. Maybe we can choose something else. Maybe we can go with UUID. I don't know yet. So I'll just say it's a password because I want to generate a custom stuff. I don't want to use UUID or any of that. I want to generate it like a custom stuff, hash stuff, and generate it. So password is like just, you know, basically password format. So I'm just going to do password. You won't see it here because that was like a custom stuff we added. Then we have credits. So for the credits, let me call it coins. Makes sense, meme coin. Okay, coins. So in this case, we have like a number, and you can set like a minimum for that number, like what the minimum of the number should be. In this case, 0. So you can't go below 0. You can even set multiple, but that doesn't make sense in my case. I don't need to set multiple. I think I need what's exclusive minimum. First time I'm hearing of that. I will check the source code to figure that out later on. But for the defaults, we can put that to. So when you get started, you have around 699 coins. So when you get started, so and then yeah, we go on specify created ads. So for created ads, set it to date time, format to date time, then updated ads. So set the format to date time too. So I think that was how we listed here. Okay, let me see if Copilot might suggest any other thing. Yeah, the guy doesn't know anything in this case, so it doesn't know what to suggest. So yeah, we have this. So the next thing on our list is to now specify like, okay, what are we even going to be expecting from the user in this case, because we can't be expecting them to send any of this, right? So we can't expect them to send any of this. So in our case, we don't want them to really send anything. We don't want them to send anything. But what we want to do is, like, they just have to make a post request to us, like just a post request. They don't have to send anything. The front end just has to make a post request to us, and once it does, we're going to kind of generate everything, so including the code. So for the code, I'm just going to set like I don't even think I need to use async. Okay, I'm using crypto, so there's a chance I might use async. So I'm going to set let me use the visual stuff since I don't really expect a value. So I'm going to use visual. So in this case, I'm going to pass the data and then the context. Okay. So yeah, okay, it might look weird, like where the visual come from. If I hover on it, you would see it says create a resolver. Now you might be wondering what are resolvers, what are validators in this case. So I will explain that in the next video. I will try to kind of use, because those information are available Feathers.js documentation, so I'll use the documentation to kind of explain that. So create a resolver for a virtual property. A virtual property is a property that is computed and never has an initial value. So in our case, if you notice when I did this one, I wasn't expecting anything, so I just generated something, right? I wasn't expecting anything here too, so I just generated something. So, but for the code, I'm actually expecting. For the code, I'm actually not expecting something, but at the same time, I want to have access to the rest of the data. Okay, there's a problem. We are not really sending any data, so that would be weird. Okay, to fix that, let's do something else. Wait, I think this thing is going to select everything. Oops, this peak might actually pick everything. Okay, shouldn't. But it means it will allow for additional stuff, so let me disable additional properties. So yeah, so basically in this, I don't even need the data in this case, but I kind of need access to the context, because even if I don't know how I want to generate the code yet, which I would have to think of and then create the next video for. But then we want to put stuff inside here, right? We want to kind of specify, like, write like an algorithm that creates like our video. It doesn't, sorry, the code. It doesn't. I don't think it has to be something complicated, but just hard enough so that, since it's what we are basically using for authentication. So yeah, in the next video, or in the next two videos, because the next video I'll try to kind of explain these weird looking concepts like resolvers and this jargon, because some of these syntax might look weird to you, like what is all these things. So in the next video we'll try to kind of look into that. Thank you.